Okay, guys, welcome in to day 4 of boot camp. My name is Monica Perry. I'm your Market Center Tech Trainer for Winston-Salem, Greensboro, and Chapel Hill, Keller Williams Market Centers. I'm so excited you guys are all here with me today. I was a marketing major in college, so today is actually my favorite day of boot camp. If you don't like marketing, I'm sorry, because that's what we're going to be talking about today. But if you have been reading in your Millionaire Real Estate Agent, as I hope that you all have, you will understand that Gary Keller says we need to be marketing based and prospecting enhanced. Why does Gary Keller say that? Well, he says that because prospecting, where most of us start in real estate, one-to-one conversations with people that we know, people that we're meeting, is a great way to start building our business, and not sustainable in the long run because it is a time suck, right? It takes a lot of time to have all these conversations. Marketing, however, is scalable. So we can leverage it, we can scale it, we can reach a broader audience with marketing. We also talk about in the MREA, the conversion ratios, right? So when we're prospecting, having one-to-one conversations with people, as we are supposed to 36 times a year, 36 touch system, right? Then we have a 12-to-2 conversion ratio. So for every 12 people in our database that we talk to in a systematic way, 36 times a year, we should gain 2 pieces of business. And the reason that we say 12-to-2 instead of 6-to-1 is because it's usually going to be 1 piece of personal business. Yes, I do want to purchase a home, or yes, I do want to sell a home, and 1 piece of referral business. So I am not looking to sell my home. However, my brother is, my neighbor is, my pastor is, whoever, right? So that's why we say 12-to-2. Marketing, on the other hand, is a 50-to-1 conversion ratio. So keep that in the back of your mind when you see things like goals in command that we're going to look at tomorrow, and you see that you have to get, now my goals aren't going to populate for me. Come on, command, give Monica a break today. Oh, come on. Thank you. Okay. So when you see your goals in command, go to reports. I think they're working on widgets this morning, the home screen widgets, because everything keeps looking off. There we go. Let me get into my goals here. Hopefully it's going to be working. Yeah. See how many leads it says I need? 21,538. And you might go and like glitch out a little bit in the matrix when you see that number. Just remember, it's because it's a 50-to-1 conversion ratio. So that's why we need scale, right? We need scale when it comes to our marketing efforts. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We are going to talk about, 1, our designs platform, which I absolutely adore. And then 2, we're going to go into campaigns, both large products that exist within the command ecosystem. So we can't touch every single piece today. So I'm going to touch on the stuff that is free, because if it's free, it's for me. And if it's free, it should also be for you. Because when we get started in real estate, we always want to lead with revenue. And that means if you're not making money, don't go spending money yet. It's not the time to throw money at the problem, okay? So we're going to come into our designs platform. Remember, if we can't figure out what these little icons mean, we can hover, we can click the white KW on the red background in the upper left corner and pop those out, and we are going into designs. So little canvas with a paintbrush there. That's where we're headed today. And when you first click here, you may not see anything because you might not be like your crazy Market Center Tech Trainer that has 1,006 designs in your command database yet, right? And that's okay. We're going to talk about how we can get some of those created. So now that we're here, I'm going to show you a few things on the home screen before we move forward into creation. I'm currently looking at this tiled version. I can also look at a list version if I want to. And something that we got recently that is particular interest to me is the ability to delete in bulk, because we didn't used to have that. Hence the reason I have 1006 designs. But now I can actually click, 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 and then I can delete the designs. So that can make your life a little bit easier if you make as much stuff as I do. Okay. So just a little fun fact there on the home screen. We can also filter from here and look at our email designs, our social media designs, our print designs, or videos. And we can click apply filter if we're only looking to see those from this screen. Okay. So notice on this screen, we still have all of our command apps on the left-hand side. We are still in the command ecosystem. However, once we go up into the upper right corner and click create design, we're going to be moving into WeBrand, which is who powers our designs platform. So you're going to see all of your Keller Williams apps drop away from the left-hand side once we move forward. And it's a great time for me to tell you that you can have more than one command window open at one time. And I quite often do, especially if I'm working in designs, because I lose my ability to see my apps on the left-hand side. So you can have multiple command windows open at one time, just so you know. We are going to start off by clicking on social, and we are going to do some housekeeping before we actually start the fun of making designs. So we are going to highlight social by clicking on it, and then we are going to click the continue button. So I'm going to give everybody a second to catch up. So again, we clicked create design in the upper right corner. We clicked on social, and now we're going to click continue. And now we can see the magic happen. We are moving into WeBrand. All of our apps are going to drop away from the left-hand side and be replaced with templates. So now we have some templates over here on the left-hand side of our screen, okay? But before we get in here yet, and you won't see this auto create, so just disregard that. Before we get into the actual creation of the designs, I want to talk about assets. So I have clicked on the My Assets tab, and this is a great place for you to get started. So if you have already determined what your brand colors are going to be, if you're sticking traditional KW, you probably don't need to do color palettes, okay? My brand colors, as you see from my website, teals, grays, right? I do use reds, but I use kind of that color palette. Looks very similar to this color palette. Same thing I use in my marketing materials. So you can create yourself palettes here. So I'm going to delete some of these that I've made in previous classes so that I can show you guys how to make it. I'm going to have to think of something new. I think I've got one. Okay, so I'm going to click add palette in the upper right corner. And now I just got this blank palette. I'm going to make this New Year. Okay, so maybe for my New Year's design, I want a specific color palette. I'm just throwing out ideas here. You guys obviously could just have one color palette, but that wouldn't be very much fun if I didn't show you how to make it. So maybe for New Year's, I want to use a combination of black and kind of golds. So let me get my deep black there. And then maybe I want to use like some champagne-y colors and things of that nature. If I could click on the right buttons, that would be fantastic. I've had too much coffee this morning, I think. My daughter did decide to go to school after not having the flu because her fever was broken for 24 hours. And they said she could go when it was. And so I'm like a nervous wreck that she's going to get there and not feel good. But nonetheless, there you go. That's how you can create a palette for yourself, for your brand, for your business. For example, I have an agent whose last name is Tickle, and she likes to use tickled pink as her catchphrase. So she likes to use a lot of pinks. So we set her up a color palette full of pinks because it makes it easier for her when she's making designs. And I'm going to show you where that comes into play here in just a bit. The next thing that we can do is we can add fonts down below. So if you are a super jazzy graphic design person and you know how to make fonts and you made yourself one for your brand, or you paid someone else to make you one for your brand, you can upload that font in the lower section here, as long as it is in one of these 3 file types. The other thing you can do is if you're in there making designs, as you get used to doing everything, you might be like, I really want a font that's got more swirlies and I don't see one that I like. You can also click on web fonts. You can search for one in particular, or you can just go, ooh, I like this one, and turn it on and then click add. And that will now make that font available for you to use in your designs. So any questions on colors and fonts? So again, we're in designs. We clicked create a social design. We got brought into the WeBrand system. We clicked on my assets and we have covered color palettes and fonts. Questions on that? Nothing in the chat. Nobody's coming off mute. Okay, images. If you're going to have images that you use repeatedly in your designs, like my QR code for my link tree, my headshot, my Labs Advisor logo, any other things, right? I do a lot of stuff for KWRE's leadership team, so I have some of their pictures here in my images. Maybe you have some cityscapes, maybe you had a luxury listing and they agreed to let you keep their photographs and you're going to use those to, you know, make different pieces of marketing that's not listing specific. Whatever your heart desires that you're going to need an image of, you can upload it here under images. You can make folders, as you can see I have done here, or you can just have them uploaded to grab. And don't worry, I'm going to show you where all these get used here in a minute. But any questions on images? There comes Ian into the waiting room. Make sure he gets in. There he is. So no questions on that. Let me rename Ian so I remember that it's him. Okay, cool. So next up, text. I don't know about you guys, but when I showed you templates for DocuSign, it's because I don't enjoy typing the same things over and over and over again. I'm sure that you don't either. So anything that you use over again, your name, your phone number, your app code, your website, your bio, your company address, your license number. As you go through and make designs, you'll see different designs with different layouts of text that you don't want to have to type. Like when I see it in blocks like this, where it's my name, my phone number, my email, my website, and it's all together, you can add it here, right? So you can add your social profiles, you can add your company name, you can add any of that stuff that you think you would want in the chat. So this says it's my slogan, but it definitely is not. That is my bio. So love where you live. That is my slogan. So I'm going to put it here and I'm going to call it my slogan and click save. So now I can use that wherever I want to use it. Cool deal? Any questions about adding text? So just anything, and you can always come back here. You can always come back to your assets once you get going in the program and you can say, you know, I think I need to add XYZ to my assets. Good deal. Let's move forward to logos. If you're crazy like me and you're in 3 market centers, you might have to put lots of logos in here. More than likely you're not, and that is okay. You don't all have to be crazy like Monica. But I am, in fact, in 3 market centers. And so I have 3 folders worth of logos. And I also have a fake team that, who knows, maybe one day I'll make it a real team that I made a logo for so that you guys could see if you were on a team, what it would look like to have your team logo also be here in your logos section of designs. One thing I want to touch on, Our logos come in multiple styles and colorways, right? I want to show you guys where to get these. Okay, so some of you are with me this morning, both in KW Elite's orientation, my getting started in command. We talked a little bit about KW Connect. We are going to go there now because I want to show you where to get logos, but also go check out KW Connect because there's a whole lot of stuff there that is really great resources. You get so many resources at KW. I know it can be a little bit overwhelming, but I promise you, if you just dive in and like little bits at a time and you just use things, it just becomes second nature to navigate yourself around here. So kwconnect.com is another great thing that you should have bookmarked up here, as I do right there, okay? But for the purposes of what we're looking at right now, we're going to go get logos. So now that we're in KW Connect, we are going to hover over the word resources on the black bar at the top and slide ourselves down to marketing. Okay. So again, we hovered over resources at the top. We're sliding our way down to marketing. We're going to click on logos and branding. I think we did this once already this week. Some of the people that were here today were not here on that day. And today is the day that we're talking about this stuff. So it's okay. We're going to revisit. The identity and style guide is here. This is a great thing for you to have. There are standards that we're supposed to use when we're using KW's brand. As independent contractors of the company, we are permitted to use their brand, but there are some guidelines that we really should follow. So if you're going to get t-shirts made, custom signs, banners, whatever, download the identity and style guide to keep yourself in compliance because it's the right thing to do, okay? But as we continue to slide down, we're going to get to Market Center logos. This is where we can go get that suite of logos for our specific market center. So there are a handful of places in your company's private Facebook groups. There have usually been market center logos uploaded there to make it where you can get them. But you can also come here to KW Connect and type in your market center number. When you do that, you can see 994 is Winston-Salem. You can click download. It will download a folder of all of those different colorways of your market center's logo. Please use your actual market center logo. There are lots of companies that have a similar name, if not the same name, like my Winston-Salem office is KW Elite. Technically, Keller Williams Realty Elite is our name. The Durham office is Keller Williams Elite Realty. Very similar, different logos, right? So make sure that you're using your actual company's logo. Kind of important, okay? So that's where you can go and get those logos unless you were in my Greensboro Market Center, KW1. Because that office was two offices that got combined together, your logos are not uploaded here yet. So if you type in number 509, it is still going to bring up the old school KW Greensboro logo. So check your Facebook group or just shoot me a text. I'm happy to share that folder with you if that is the case, okay? All right, so that's where we can go get those logos. And then you can upload them here so that you can use them over and over again in your designs, and you don't have to go hunt and find. Let me grab KW1 for you, Stephanie. Grab that link. Now I can just Stephanie. There you go. You should have that now, my dear. Okay, cool. So we are going to move on to elements. I just uploaded the Facebook little sticker here. Every once in a while, you might want to pop it into something. It could be your YouTube, your TikTok, whatever. Any little graphic that you want to upload. You can upload videos here. So if you're going to be making different things and you're going to want to put a video into it, you can upload them from YouTube. You can also upload videos from your computer. by clicking upload, or you can use a YouTube link and then you can paste said link in here so that you can grab that. What can you drop your email for me?
Sure.
And I will share that. Got a lot of KW1 in the house today. I like it. Everyone, please hold. Do a little logo sharing session here. J. Paste. Everything wants to be difficult for me today. We're just going to click out and click back. There you go. For you. And copy and share. Oh my gosh. Google Drive is not being my friend today, y'all. It just doesn't want to copy and paste. And then I've got one more. Good. Boom. All right. That should be everybody, right? Right. Yeah.
Thank you.
You are so welcome, y'all. Please ask questions. I love it. And I'm always happy to help. Okay. Last but certainly not least is files. Going to be honest, like I always am. I'm not sure where we're going to use these yet. But you can upload a PDF right here. I just haven't found the use for it yet. I'm sure it's going to come about at some point, or they wouldn't have put it there. So I just uploaded a working with real estate agents brochure there so I could make sure that it worked. And it did. Okay. So any questions about assets before we move over into templates? Pretty good? Get in there and set these up for yourself. You will thank yourself. Okay. All right. Templates. Here we go. So we have templates for all kinds of fun stuff. So we have stuff for listings. Think about the marketing opportunities for a listing. Okay. We have coming soon. We have just listed. We have for sale if it doesn't sell immediately, which we're seeing some of more and more. Okay. We have an open house. We have under contract. And we have just closed. So that is 6 opportunities from one listing to promote yourself on social media, in a postcard, in an email, whatever it is that you're doing. 6 opportunities from one listing. That's why they say listings are real estate gold, right? Listings should always be our goal. And for every listing, they say that you should be able to get 2 buyers. So that's 6 ways that you can do that. So we have coming soon, for sale, just listed, just sold, the listing presentation, local expert, right? The proof is in the pudding. How's the market? You can hop into the MLS and grab this information. And a lot of times leadership members in your office will make some of these and drop them into your private Facebook group. And then you can turn around and take them and share them. And you didn't even have to make them, which is lovely. We also have the ability to make these beautiful neighborhood snapshots. We have open house. Oh, I forgot 7 price improvements. I like to call it price improvements instead of like reduced. Sounds better. Price improved, right? So you also have price improvement little graphics here and under contract, all under your listings. So lots of stuff that we can do there. Under buyer, we have our buyer presentation. We have Keller Mortgage graphics. Y'all use the Keller Mortgage graphics. Even if you have local people, you can share their stuff too. But Keller Mortgage, I'm just going to tout them for myself, right? I refinanced this house and the home equity line of credit that I had, and they saved us $800 a month. $800. That made me really happy. Okay. So I always offer multiple vendors for the same product, like the same, a home inspector, a lender, as we should, because that's the due diligence way of doing things. The reason I always say to mention Keller Mortgage is because if you don't, and your client finds out that they could have saved $2,000 or something if they had gone with Keller Mortgage, they ain't gonna be happy, right? So offer the resources. And this is just a cool way. It's got some really cute graphics. If you didn't know, I'm going to take this time to tell you, you can go to Keller Mortgage, to their website. Okay. When you search Keller Mortgage on Google, it's got an agent login. You can click there. It's going to let you log in as an agent. If you haven't done it before, you might have to go through like the creation, but it picks up that you're a Keller Williams agent, because you can't use Keller Mortgage unless you're working with a Keller Williams agent. Either it's the Keller Williams agent's listing and they're with a different buyer agent, or the Keller Williams agent is their buyer's agent and the listing is by somebody else, or both people are Keller Williams. Somebody from KW's got to be involved. Okay. So when you log in as an agent, you have a portal that's yours. You can see your deals. You can see your loan officer. You can refer a client. Denise, I did not forget about your question from yesterday. I'm still waiting to hear back on that. But you have all of this stuff that you can use, right? Including marketing, social, logos, other stuff, all this kind of fun stuff. You have a QR code, and you have this handy dandy little link right here. It's your personal Keller Mortgage link, and you can click copy and you can go see what it looks like. And when somebody clicks on it and gets connected to a Keller Mortgage agent, guess what? It knows that their agent is you. So when they say they want to buy a home or refinance, it knows that they're connected to you. And you can use one of these lovely little graphics and you can post it on Facebook with your little link and get those people connected, right? Great way to offer value. We also have neighborhood snapshots under buyer that we can use. Lead generation, client love, happy birthday, happy home anniversary, all kinds of fun stuff here. Client testimonials. If you get a really great testimonial, make a beautiful social graphic out of it and post it all over the place, right? We have event invitations. We have some stories that we can put up, like tax benefits and deductions and perfect planters. And I'm sure that we'll get some more of these in here. Home values, great, easy posts to make. Do you want to know how much your home is worth? Call me. We have some I love KW stuff. I like to use a lot of these as my Facebook business page header, right? Different times of the year, switch it out. I think right now mine says who you're in business with matters, which I grabbed from here. We've got lots of them, lots of these beautiful little, I like I'm with Gary too, with the mustache. So those are cool. We have some inspiration. I like never settle, never give up. I have that t-shirt. We have ones for our KW app, another great social post. Check out my app. Here's the link. Here's a pretty graphic to grab your attention, right? We have ones to share our website. Lovely little families, showing them what they can search for. We also have a personally branded magazine. I keep hoping I'm going to jump in here and the new one's going to come out, but it hasn't yet. But we're going to get one for winter soon. It should be in here soon. I keep hoping I'm going to jump in. It's going to be there. Business basics. You can do business cards, email signatures like mine. My email signature is this one right here. But guess what? And I'm going to show you real quick. I clicked use in the corner. Remember those colors that I set up? If you guys have received an email from me, you will have seen my email signature. Done loading now? All right, cool. So I clicked on this and there's a little blue box. And guess what? If I come up here to colors, the template colors already pop up, but I can click library colors and there's my color palette. So I can change that to my brand color and I can just start grabbing stuff and moving it around. I don't like that line being all over there, so I always move it over. I can stretch out this box. I can do all kinds of stuff here. My app code, remember where I added that text? And all my text that I'm going to need to use over and over again?
Hey, Monica.
Yep.
Mine says for business cards, there are no templates yet. You'll be notified when they become available.
They may just be updating something in there, Kelly.
So like in the next day or so.
Okay. There did used to be some in there. But I'll check. I'll go in there in just a second too. But here's my app code. And then I can click on my assets. Or I'm sorry, I'm going to click on text and then I'm going to click on my assets. It's going to open all of my text that you saw, one of which is my app code, which is right there. And I can just click replace so I don't actually have to type it, which I love, right? Because I don't like typing the same stuff over and over. Okay, so that's how that works. I wanted to show you guys that. And I'm going to pop back, Kelly, and look and see. And you can do the same thing with your pictures and your logos and all the different things that you saved in your assets. That's what makes it worth taking the time to set up. And Kelly said, under business basics, there are no business cards. Mine popped up, honey. Are you in Google Chrome? Kelly?
Sorry, navigating two screens. I'm trying.
Okay.
Am I in Google Chrome? Yes.
I don't, they should show up under here. Under business, when I clicked on business cards,
and there's nothing there. It just says there are no templates yet. You'll be notified when they become available.
Okay, I'll take a look at that after. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
That shouldn't be. You should have all these options in there because this is not like something that just I have. But we've got letterhead and we've got some other stuff in here that's really cool. Under business basics, here's some of those headers that I use in my Facebook, and you even have fun Zoom backgrounds, right? All right. So there's stuff for leadership. Boring. Nobody wants that. Holidays. Everybody loves this. This is prime time, guys, for you to get in here and start working in designs because the holiday season is here and I am so excited. We should be celebrating fall and Halloween and Thanksgiving and times of giving and all the different things that are coming up, the holidays, Christmas, Kwanzaa, all of that, Hanukkah, right? They broke it down into months for us. So here is October. These are all the things that we could use for October. Sometimes if you just keep moving your cursor down, you get to load some more up at the bottom. So you saw some of these when we first got in, right? You can use these for different things. In fact, I think one of those, let me see. I'm gonna get my son. Ever since I let him use my computer last night, I'm logged out of everything. Okay. Let's go to my business Facebook page. And there you go. Hold on one sec. Okay, so we have Halloween right here, front and center. I put it up here as my little banner, and I have it down here.
You're talking.
I'm teaching. So Happy Halloween is right here, which is super awesome. And you can use all of the ones. You can switch them out. You can schedule posts through command onto social media as much as you want. You can see all the different things that I've done right here.
So I can do the same for Instagram as well, because I work more with Instagram, but I just created a Facebook business page yesterday because I see that command won't allow you to, I guess, send something from command if you don't have the Facebook business page.
Well, you can't post to Facebook if you don't have a Facebook business page, but you can now, and that's recent, like within the last 2 weeks, you can post to Instagram through command.
Okay,
But Instagram has to be a business account.
right. So I switched the business account, but on
Perfect.
Facebook, instead of switching, it doesn't let you switch your personal account. So I had to create a business
No,
page.
Instagram lets you create.
Yeah, Instagram let me do it, but
Okay, yeah.
Facebook.
Correct. For Facebook, you have to create a business page on your personal account. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. And you can post to both. You can post to both. Okay. Everybody good? And the cool thing is, guys, is that everything's sized for you. So this is sized for a social story. This is sized as a social square. Some of these are sized as social wide, right? Which are great for those Facebook cover photos and stuff like that. And then we have November. Lots of stuff there. The Day of the Dead. I love that. Falling Back. Veterans Day. So many things that we can celebrate with our people. I love this one because I wish that my Thanksgiving table looked like that. Life goals. Maybe I'll do that this year. I don't know how to bake pies though. I know how to make everything else. So that'll be a challenge. But nonetheless, look how pretty that is. So you can use this as your Thanksgiving post, which I just absolutely love. And you can come in here and you can click on this logo, wait for the blue box, boop. And then I can come over and replace it with my logo. If I don't like that color, then I have my folder and I can be like, I just want it to be white and gray. And I could use that one, right? So lots of easy ways to replace. Be looking for those little recycle buttons, okay? All right. We're going to go back, and give it a chance to catch up. We also have stuff in December. So lots of reasons to post. So use them. It's free, right? It's free to make all these posts, which is awesome. Okay. If you sell land, it looks like we got some new land stuff that just got added. So I'm not sure that that's for everybody yet. Can anybody in here that sees? Stephanie, we're going to post here in a minute, honey. Oh, got somebody in the waiting room. Anybody in here that's in design, do y'all see land or no? Okay, cool. So everybody got the land one now. We also have luxury and a KW starter kit, also new. So they're constantly updating stuff. I told y'all that. So business basics again. Ooh, with colors. I like that. I don't know if everybody has that or not. Because I am a labs advisor. I think I told you guys that. So sometimes I might have something that you don't have yet, but you get a sneak peek when I do have it. All right.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So let's say if we don't have people in the database yet, if we have not added contacts in the database,
Mhm.
is it still okay to go ahead and start posting? But then who's gonna see it?
Yeah, you absolutely should start posting because that's how you're going to start meeting people and adding people to your database. So when you create a business page on Facebook, you can see that I have 124 followers. This is an old business page. I just mostly use it for training, but I have like 2,600 friends, I think, on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So what you do, yeah, 2.5 thousand friends on there. So what you do is you post stuff to your business page and then you can turn around and share it to everybody that you're friends with in hopes that you're going to drive traffic back to your business page, right? So exposure and driving traffic back and forth. And the same thing with Instagram. The more cyclical you get with posting things, the better you're going to turn out, because what you're not going to see, like I said, I always like to be transparent. It's not instant, right? Social media content creation. You're not going to see instant benefit, and you're going to keep posting, and you're going to have like one person like it and 2 people like it. And you're like, I just made that design and took the time to post it. Nobody's even liking it, but you can't stop. It has to be consistent. It's not an option, but you can really grow a big following this way. Everybody has to start somewhere. So consistency is key. And so we can make all these social designs in here. And then in the second half of class, we're going to look at how we can post them when we get into the platform for campaigns. Okay. So I am going to make one about my app real quick so that we can look at it here in a few minutes. So let me find one that I like. I've always liked this foyer. I'm going to use this one. So here's my design. And it's just, you know, a little thing that says, here's how you can use my app, right? You're good to go. You can come over here to your images. I can grab my headshots and I can say, I want the one that doesn't have a background so that it doesn't like bog down the picture, and I can bring it down into the corner. I'm going to go to this corner, I think, and bring it down a little bit further. And then maybe I don't want that there. Maybe instead I want my assets that have all of my name and phone number and everything else here. And then maybe I want my app code. And I can drop that into the image right here. And now that I have that, I can start editing. So the best thing for you guys to do is just come in here and start playing around in here, right? And getting yourself accustomed to the system and how it works. If you've ever used like a Canva, similar, not exactly the same though. So you might want to just come in here and play around and make some designs, right? And see what you like and what you don't like, how you can navigate around it. Is it going to fit? I can stretch out this. I've got spacing between paragraphs, between lines. So maybe I want it spaced, and then maybe I want my words spaced out. I actually love spacing out letters. So let me pull this back. I like the way this, I went a little crazy there. I kind of like the way it looks when you give the letters more space in between. And then you can just kind of drag stuff around to wherever you want it. And then you have 2 options when it comes to posting. You can post it through command, or you can download it to your computer and post it wherever you want, right? So you really have your options there of what you want to do, but you can just make stuff look however you want it to look. I'm going to show you some designs that I've made previously. Everything is pretty much editable the same way, whether it's a social design or a print design. The only thing that looks a little bit different is our email designs. So I'm going to open a print design for you to show you real quick. So this is like a featured listing flyer. If you were going to share it online and you wanted people to download your app, pretty, that's why you would put it on there.
Okay.
You're trying to think of stuff that you want to post that's going to catch people's attention, right? So think about it that way.
Right, but that app would be Keller Williams, right?
It's your Keller Williams app that we looked at yesterday for them to search for homes.
Okay.
That's the link that they would use to download it, branded to you as their agent.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I'll look at the video from yesterday. I haven't done that yet, and then I'll get an idea. But
yeah.
Thank you.
I have a question really quick. So, you know, I already have some little, you know, my phone number, Brittany Bailey, Keller Williams, and my assets. I know that I would need to put the number for Keller Williams on there too. So how do I add that?
Under your assets?
Yeah.
Let's get back there. Oh, internet. Okay, there we go. We're going to go back under assets. We're going to go into the text and we're going to click add text in the upper right corner. And then if it's a phone number, you can just choose phone and say like, you know, office phone number or whatever you want it to be called. And then type it out and save it.
Okay, sorry, that was so easy. I
That's
just
okay.
didn't see the ad text over there.
Y'all don't ever be sorry for asking questions. Y'all are taking in a lot of information this week. That's what I'm here for, right? And like I said, I would rather answer you guys' questions than make it through everything, because it is not a one and done when you're learning a piece of technology that's this big. So I'd rather answer your questions than try to cram everything into the amount of time that we have, because we have more time together. I'm not going anywhere. How do you get your headshot to not have a background like the one you just used? Oh, that's
Yeah, I
great.
was gonna ask that question too.
I'm sure that there's lots of ways to do it. The way I do it though is pretty simple. I go on Google and go to remove BG. I just go there and I upload my picture. We'll use my daddy's picture. Boom. Background gone.
That is awesome.
You
Thank
are
you.
so smart. I'm glad I work for this market center.
So that's how, I mean, that's just how I personally do it. I'm sure that there's other ways that you can do it. But yeah, I remove the background from all kinds of stuff because I think it's fun. But
That's
yeah,
great.
there you go. Awesome. Good questions, guys. Okay. So let's keep going. I want to show you one more thing in social. I want to show you a little bit of print. And then we're going to take a 5-minute break and then we're going to come back and look at campaigns. So for campaigns, do I ever put my pick over an existing pick and verbiage over existing on a template that's already created? Yes, that's exactly what I do, Stephanie. So one thing I want to show you guys on these social graphics, think about what you're trying to do when you are posting on social. Think about what you do when you're on social. You scroll and scroll. Look at that cute dog. Like, look at that boy playing baseball. Like, look at that girl playing basketball. Like, right? And you scroll and you scroll. And what you're trying to do is stop the scroll. You're trying to get someone's attention to go, wait, I want to look at this, right? So a picture of a beautiful house can do that quite often. But you know what does a better job of that, especially in a platform like Instagram and Facebook, is something that does this. So I'm just going to use this coming soon as an example. I'm going to show you really quickly what you can do here. I should have thought of a listing first. Hold on, let me get a listing in my head here. I know I had that pretty one yesterday from Abby. 1803 Meadowbrook Drive, 1803 Meadowbrook Drive. Okay, so say I've got a listing at 1803 Meadowbrook Drive. Okay, so I want to post a social story. I'm going to replace this picture with a picture of my listing. I'm going to come over to the left to the KWLS, Keller Williams Listing Service. Goes into the MLS, List Hub picks it up and syndicates it out to all the places, including the Keller Williams listing system. So now I can click here and I can search for the listing by the address, the MLS number, or the listing agent, lots of different ways. But I'm going to do 1803 Meadow. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Meadowbrook, and see if I can get it to pop up. Sometimes you have to be more specific. There it is right here. And I'm going to hit select and watch what happens. All of my MLS images are right there.
I'm sorry, Monica, can you go back and tell me how you got to this? I moved out of something and now I'm lost.
That's okay. I'm in a design, a social media design. I came to the left and clicked on the house called KWLS. Did you find
So
that?
even before that, if I'm back on the command page and I go to opportunities, where do I go?
Oh, we're not going to opportunities. We're in designs. So the little canvas with the paintbrush.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't find it. Okay.
And then in the upper right corner, you're going to click create design,
Okay.
pick social,
Mhm.
continue. You're going to see your templates on the left once you get in there. And I just picked like a coming soon listing template from the left. So I expanded listings and then
Got
just
it.
a social listing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Absolutely. All right. So now we've clicked on KWLS. We've searched for our listing because it was already in the listing in the MLS. If your listing's not there because it's coming soon, obviously you got the pictures from the photographer. You would just upload the picture from your computer, right? But I just wanted to show you that you can use anything from the MLS if it's already listed. So let's pick, I like this dining room. Interior photos are trending, by the way. I'm going to click replace. It drops in the picture right there. If I'm like, I don't know if I like it, then I can scroll down and I can be like, ooh, that bathroom's pretty. Boop. And I can just find the picture that I end up liking, whichever one it may be that I have, and I can use it. Okay. Now, watch what I can do with it. Yes, you would edit the bedrooms and the bathrooms and, you know, your logo, all that kind of stuff, right? You would switch that stuff out. Potentially, if you can hit buttons correctly, which I seem to be having an issue with today. But there you go. So you can do that. You can even switch out. Here's the address down here. If I'm back in KWLS, there's listing details right here. I can just switch out the address. Didn't even have to type it. Just use that little recycle button. Okay. Now I can come down to animation and I can say, I want it to last for a good bit. 3 seconds sounds good. I want it to bounce. I want it to swing. I want it to rotate in, whichever one you like. Then you can come up here. At this point, you can't share this through command without downloading it, or you can just share it directly. But you click download and you want to change this to a video format. So it can be an MP4, it can be a GIF or a MOV, whichever one. I usually just use the MP4. And I can just download it right to my computer. And I can post that video and it's got some movement on it because that catches people's attention or stops them from scrolling. Make sense? Pretty sweet. All right. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you print design real quick. And then we're going to come completely out of designs and come back in to quickly look at email. Mind blown. I love it. All right. So I'm going to look at print real quick, and then we're going to come back in and look at email. So I'm just going to jump in and open this print one open. So again, what did I say? 1803 Meadowbrook. I'm going to grab it. That's pretty. But it doesn't have enough pictures. So I'm going to look for 1803 Meadowbrook. And you guys are going to be getting a really cool thing soon. I don't think it went live yet. So I don't want to show it to you because I don't think it went live. But as soon as it does, I'll let you know. Okay. So I'm going to replace this picture with that one. I'm going to replace his very handsome face with mine. Like so. Oh, no, still not hitting buttons correctly. Highlight his, come to mine, hit replace. There we go. That's what we're trying to do. I'm going to take this kitchen, I'm going to go back to the KWLS listing, and I'm going to replace it with the dining room. And I'm going to grab this picture and I'm going to replace it with that pretty bathtub. And I'm going to replace this with my asset text. That is my name, replace. And see this one right here? This is what I'm talking about. When you get in there and you start playing around, you're going to run into things where you're like, well, I can't replace that because I don't have a format like this. And then you can go back into your assets and create yourself one like this, which I've done already because I've run into the fact that they have that one broken up by lines already. Where did I put it? I think I put it under, I know I've made one. There it is. So I can just replace that now with mine that I have broken out like that. But if you hadn't made one like that and you're like, I'm trying to get this flyer done, you can also come up here and hit this handy dandy little typewriter. And then you can just replace what you need to. And then you hit save changes and it'll change it into the design for you. But you get the point. You go through, you edit what you need to edit, you edit this. And then the cool thing is, if you're like, I don't ever want to have to make all those edits again. I don't like it. I don't like marketing. I'm not like Monica, and I think marketing's boring. That's okay. We're all different, and that's what makes the world fun. But what you can do is you can just make a copy each time that you get a new listing, and you can just change out the listing photos and the verbiage, and then just save it. And then you don't have to make new ones. So I really like doing that. I'm going to show you that. Then we're going to back out and go to email. Then we're going to take a quick break. Okay. So now you can download this as a PDF and print it out. We can even order professional prints if we want, and they get shipped to us. I'm too impatient for that. Or you can download it and you can send it to a local printer if you want, like higher gloss quality, whatever. Or you can just print it in the market center. Right? Or at home, whatever. But you can order professional prints right from here, which I think is pretty sweet. So any print design is editable the same way. Okay. So last but not least, before we pop backwards, go into emails and then take a break, is I want to show you your folders. If the internet would catch up with me. Thank you. So see, I have folders right here. So I have my listing marketing. I picked my stuff. I like the way it looked. I've already made it. So anytime I get a new listing, I can just click the 3 dots and click duplicate. And then I can just change out the picture of the listing specifics, post, right? Quick. I've made postcard. I've made a flyer. I've made a story for under contract, for sold, for listed, for just listed, for coming soon, for open house. That way I don't have to worry about it. They're there. They're in a folder. I can just make a copy, move on with my life, right? So those folders are pretty sweet. Okay, so we're going to pop back into command proper. And I want to show you quickly your email designs. So I'm going to click my designs button again, because emails are completely different animal than the print designs and the social. Okay. When I click create design this time, I'm going to pick email and click continue. And KW was nice enough to give us 77 templates. Right? And they have already added more, and they will continue to add more. These were the first that we got. Home anniversary email, promoting my app email, birthday wishes to somebody email, work with me buyer, work with me seller. They're very pretty. They are written. They look nice. You can edit them if you want to, but you don't have to because they're already made for you. Okay. I'm going to click on work with me buyer just so you guys can see it, and click next. If you're looking to buy, I will be your guide. Okay. It's written. If you wanted to edit something here, you can. You can click on the text. You can click the pen. You can come to the right, edit the verbiage. I don't want to, because I want it to just be done. So this button that says let's work together, where do you want it to go? This is an edit you do need to make. So if you click on it, do you want them to go to your website? Do you want it to go to your email? Where do you want it to go when they click on the button? A landing page or a web address, you can choose, or you can be like, I don't want that button, and you can delete it. Okay. All this stuff right here, where all these asterisks are, you don't have to do anything with it. Why? Because you're a good KW agent and you filled out your marketing profile, like we talked about a few times this week, and the importance of filling out your marketing profile. Because when I come over here and click options preview, guess what? There's my headshot and my name and my phone number and my email. And here's my company name and company license number, yada, 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 because it's all in my marketing profile. Another important reason to make sure your marketing profile is complete, because it fills in your emails for you so that you don't have to. Okay. Pretty sweet. And then you can use these emails in campaigns, which we're going to look at in a minute, or you can use them in smart plans, which we looked at on Monday. We looked at a step of adding an email to a smart plan, and it could be a basic email, which was just text, or you could choose a design email, which would be this. Okay. So there's lots of different designs that you can make and all kinds of things that you can do with these emails. I'm going to pop back in one more time. And you've got open houses, you've got featured listings, you've got Happy New Year, Happy Spring, classic low budget projects, mortgage modification, refinancing, sell ready, tax aid, virtual home tours, healthy home, financials. All these are written emails that you don't have to edit. If it's like your luxury open house, because it costs more than $700,000 if you're in Winston-Salem, more than $800,000 if you're in Greensboro or Chapel Hills market, then you can use luxury. Even if you are not a luxury agent, then you can use the luxury stuff as long as it meets that minimum threshold in your market. Then you have to actually edit it with your listings information. Okay. But we have lots of emails that are already written: Valentine's Day, spring, Thanksgiving, holidays, all that kind of stuff, which you can edit, but you don't have to. Okay. So lots of fun stuff that we can do here in design emails, which is pretty cool. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure to show you guys that that was there. How do you put the logo in a design email? You don't have to, because it's in your marketing profile. It populates itself. So anything, Stephanie, that's in here, like I'm just going to open up Happy New Year so you can see it, where it says market center name, dear contact first name. Now this needs to be edited. Neighborhood city, you want to make sure that that says Winston-Salem. But if it's got all these little asterisks on it, like this stuff does, it populates. So if I hit preview, it all came from my marketing profile. So I don't have to add that stuff. As long as my marketing profile is complete, it's going to fill it in for me. And guys, I always recommend that you send yourself the email before you ever send it out to a bunch of people, right? Send it to yourself. Not just the test, like actually send it to yourself. Because there is a send test email button. That's all great, but it doesn't fill in with the name and stuff like that. Actually go through and send it to yourself through a smart plan or through an email campaign first. Make sure everything looks like you want it to, and then you can go back and send it to 200 people or whatever, whoever you're sending it to. Okay. Test stuff out on yourself first. Market team logo. If you don't have, you do it in your marketing profile, Stephanie, in your marketing profile. Or is it giving you like a broken link or something? I know you said you didn't have a speaker or a mic, I mean. Just let me know what you see. So you might be talking about this logo right here. If for some reason it's making it not look good because you don't have one there, you can always just upload a square KW logo in your marketing profile. and it will, it'll just fill it in with just a KW. If it's showing up broken, but I'll turn that in as well if that's the case. And you can call me later and tell me, or text me and tell me, and I'll turn it into support. Okay, so let's take a quick 5-minute break. We're going to come back and look at free social post and email campaigns first. Then pending time, we'll look at postcards and paid Facebook ads, but I teach whole hour class on both of those things. And they cost money. So I'd rather start out with what's free. But we're going to take a quick break. We're going to pause the recording. You guys stretch, get a cup of coffee, whatever you need to do. I'll see you back in 5. Okay, so the reason that I broke this in half, we showed the designs first, and now we're going to go back and show how to implement the designs that we made. Okay, that's why I broke the session in half. Because the designs platform is that. It's the designs platform. It's where you go to make your designs. But this is a system that works all together. So we've made our designs. Now we're going to show how to share our designs and market them. Okay. At what point will I be able to set up logins? If you haven't done your Scott Leroy marketing questionnaire yet, Sherry, that's going to be your first step. So he'll send you a questionnaire in your email, you fill it out, and then he sends you back an email that says Keller Cloud Setup Complete, which sparks me to send you an email that's got a list of my resources. Save his email, save my email, and that way you can reference them back later on. And so he'll get it all set up for you. And don't worry, I do boot camp every month. And especially since next month is November, it's early because everyone tunes out at the end of November. I already know that from experience. So I'm doing it earlier in the month in November. And on your resources page on the home screen, I also have my calendar right there. Good grief, it's going slow. So you can see like it's boot camp week, and then you can like actually scroll through this calendar. And so there you go. November's is on the 7th. Like I'm doing it again super early. But anything of mine is on this calendar, and you can actually just click on it, click share, and share it straight to your own calendar so that you don't forget to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So we've made designs, social, print. Obviously, if it's print, you're going to print it out. Or you can, I mean, I guess you could technically share that too if you saved it as a picture. But we're going to talk about posting it. Okay. So we're going to move into campaigns, the megaphone, getting our message out. In order to post through command, you have to, one, have a Facebook business page. Cannot be your personal page. You cannot share from command to a personal Facebook page. It's got to be your business page that's attached to your personal page. Okay. And same thing with Instagram. It is very easy to convert your personal Instagram account into a business account. There's 3 levels of Instagram accounts: personal, influencer, business. You need it to be business. Okay. Instagram has great direction. Simple Google. It's like 3 steps to switch it over. So you have to have those things, and you have to have those things connected here in command. So we looked at the connections on Monday. I want to revisit real quick. We're going to go up here into the upper right and go to our settings. Once we are in our settings, it's going to bring us directly into our page of integrations. So this is where those connections need to be made. Okay. We have 2 Facebook connections: post scheduling, which is what we're about to look at, which is free. Okay. Free post scheduling. That's the first Facebook connection. The second one down here is for paid ads. Okay. So 2 connections for Facebook. Here is your Instagram connection for post scheduling. We've always been able to do paid ads to Instagram. As soon as Facebook was available, Instagram paid ads was available, but Instagram post scheduling is new. So if you're an existing agent that is coming to boot camp to revisit command, make sure that you go into your settings and connect your Instagram account if you have not done that. You can also post to Twitter. I really only use Twitter for sports, but if you use Twitter, connect it. You can also do paid ads to Twitter. Okay. But make sure you have those connections back here if that's something you're interested in doing. So just wanted to take that little side note there before we go into campaigns. So within campaigns, we can do 4 things. Free social media posting, which is where we're going to start. Direct mail postcards, which we'll get to if we have time. Emails, which we're going to cover because they're free. Paid ads, which if we get time, we will. Okay. But we're going to start with social post. But this is your home screen of campaigns. You have some quick posts. One of the most heard things that I hear from agents is, I don't know what to post. I don't have any listings yet. I just started. I don't have anything to post. That's okay. We have quick post right here on your home screen. Okay. Bad joke alert. What's worse than hidden fees? Practically nothing. You can hover. You can read what the whole thing says. Okay. Same thing here. Right. If you're like, I don't like the way any of this looks, you can hit shuffle and they'll give you some other ones. There's one that's cute. It's fallish. Things that are super popular right now. Pumpkin spice football and cozy clothes. True. It's fall. Right. So if you like this post, all you have to do is hit that forward arrow with pending that your connections are made, right? It's done. The text is written, the picture's there. You're looking at the preview on the right-hand side. Currently, I'm only posting this to Facebook. You can see it right here that it's going to my business page, Winston-Salem Forsyth County Real Estate. If I wanted to add Twitter and or Instagram, I click into the drop down. You can post to multiple business pages if you in fact have multiple business pages. If I scroll through, I do have multiple business pages. If you don't, you wouldn't see all that long list. You would just see your Instagram. So I could choose to also post this to Instagram simultaneously. And I could also post it to Twitter, but this exceeds the character limits for Twitter. But if it didn't, then I could post it to all 3 places at one time. Okay. But now I'm just posting it to 2. I didn't have to write anything. I didn't have to make a picture. I didn't have to do anything. It was there. Quick post. Okay. I can schedule the post to go out later, or I can publish the post immediately. Here's the preview of Instagram. Here's the preview of Facebook. Up here, publish. Off it would go. Okay. So it would look like. I've already done that one. That's why I don't want to post it. It would look like one of these. Okay. It just posts it right there for you. There's my fall one. So super easy. Didn't have to really do anything except hit a couple of buttons. Okay. So I want to show you that. That's how that would work from a quick post on the home screen. I want to show you another quick post, which is the neighborhood video. We talked about neighborhoods existing in Nextdoor. So the neighborhood does have to exist in Nextdoor in order to use this video. Okay. And hit the forward arrow. I know that Buena Vista, and yes, it's Buena Vista in Winston-Salem. If you call it Buena Vista, you'll never sell a house in there. Okay. So I'm not saying it wrong. I'm saying it wrong, but I'm saying it wrong intentionally because that's how you say it here. Right? So Buena Vista in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's across the street. It costs twice as much because it's on the other side of Silas Creek Pass. But there's the average home price in Buena Vista. Okay. This number is coming from whatever data is right at this second. Home prices are on the rise. If you're super detail oriented, Dakota, do not start working. And you want to go into the MLS and make sure that all of this data is completely perfect, then you go ahead and you do that. You high C personality. I'm not like that. I'm a high D. I want it done, right? Zillow is not accurate either. So if it's not exactly perfect, it's okay. It's a market snapshot of this immediate moment in time, right? But if you want to go in and research it, you can. I just go for it because it's quick. That's the whole point. The neighborhood's top 3 features. They're animal advocates. They like coffee culture and handmade culture over in Buena Vista. That's getting taken from a thing called spatial AI, if I'm not mistaken, on what people in that area like. Agent information, it's already there. Because why? Because it's in my marketing profile. If it is not in your marketing profile, it's not going to be here. So again, please make sure that your information is in your marketing profile. Brokerage information, same thing from your marketing profile. Okay. But I'm going to show you how quick it actually is. I just wanted to show you the pieces. Click, search. Next. Next. 10 seconds. Feel like I need the Jeopardy music. Okay, boom, video. Ta-da! Jazz hands. Right? I think that's a super cute video. Save and post. Same way. Where's it going? Facebook. You want it to go to Instagram too? Then you can. Post. Done. Quick post. Love them. I've already posted one of those videos recently, so I'm not going to do that today. But you can schedule post out far in advance, like I scheduled one Friday. I've got something coming out. Got one coming out that says Happy Halloween on Monday. I can look at the week. I can look at the month. I can schedule out my Christmas post. I taught a whole class on that not long ago. I can schedule out my Happy New Year post. I can schedule out my Happy Valentine's Day post, Groundhog's Day, Martin Luther King Day, any kind of post you want. You can schedule it right through here, right? Here's the key thing I want you to take away. Do not schedule everything because the algorithms of social media do not like it if you schedule everything. They want you to be interacting with their system. So things that I do like to schedule are the holidays because I would rather be enjoying my holidays than posting on social media personally.
Monica, I have a question. So
Oh,
I'm
great.
gonna post my Halloween post on my Instagram when we get out of this meeting, because I know that's when people go on lunch. That's when a lot of followers come look at my post. Is there any way that I can add the tags, or would I just have to let it post from command and then go back and edit the post and put the tags on it? Because that's how I've been attracting more followers. Like,
Talking about your hashtags?
yeah.
I think you would be able to just put them in the thing, like create campaign. I'm just going to make one. I'm going to do a social post. This is how you would do it from scratch, not using a quick post. You would hit create campaign, choose social post. Maybe I'm not going to go to, oh, come on, internet. Sorry, there. I'm not a very patient person, y'all, if you didn't notice that already. So if I was just going to Instagram and I wanted to say, like, you know, Happy Halloween, I'm not going to actually post this. I mean, I think you could just do your hashtags right there. But I'm not positive because I'm not a huge Instagrammer. If I'm
Okay, and then it'll just upload with the pic.
So, I mean, you could try it and see what happens, at least for this first one, and then you'll know for future reference. And if it doesn't work for you, then just make the picture in command, download it, and share it straight to Instagram.
Okay.
Right. But same thing, guys, if you're making it from scratch, you can go in and you can hit your images. You could upload them from your computer by clicking browse files, or you could browse your designs, right? Here it is.
Yes,
Already
I've
got
browsed the
one.
design already.
Yep. And so
I don't
then
want to keep reinventing like the wheel. I'm just going to use what they have until I get, familiar with it.
yep. And there you go. And you can schedule it and do everything you need to do right there and publish it immediately or schedule it for later, right? So it doesn't matter what the post is. If you made the design, you can upload it. If you made a video design, you would need to download the video and then upload it from your computer if you want that movement on it. But like I said, I like to schedule out holiday posts and stuff like that. I know an agent that does Motivational Monday. So they do schedule out all of their Motivational Monday posts. They go and find quotes or whatever videos that they think are motivational. They have those scheduled to go out on Monday. They do a hump day recipe on Wednesday. It's like a sheet pan recipe that's only 5 ingredients or something like that on Wednesday. And then they do Funny Friday for most of the year, but in October they do Freaky Friday and they tell a scary story or have a scary story from the area that they post on Friday. They do schedule that stuff out, but then everything else, open house this weekend, just listed, just sold, under contract, I'm out for Red Day, we're out doing this at the soup kitchen, that's all live, right? So they just post that as it comes. Client testimonials, congratulations on closing on your house, all of that stuff, they plan it, but they do it in real time when they post it. Does that make sense? Because the algorithm likes that better. It also likes a combination of posts, lives, videos, pictures, different types of interactions with the social media platform. That's what keeps you higher up in the algorithm and drives more traffic to what you're posting. Okay? But you have the capability to do all kinds of stuff in here. Schedule stuff, post stuff in real time. Don't schedule these videos because they're real time, right? You saw it said October 27th. That's something you would want to do in real time. But if you're like, I don't know what to post about today, you can just post a video. Okay. Those market snapshots you can make in designs, those are also cool. You could post, maybe you post about your app every Friday to remind people to download it and that they can start looking at property on your app. I'm not just trying to throw ideas at you for stuff that you can post. KW, I hope they get it back. Another thing, another website I want you guys to visit is outfront.kw.com. Again, that's outfront.kw.com. I think that they've had some changes in people that are writing our marketing stuff because I haven't seen the monthly post, which I used to really love. I haven't seen it, but hopefully it comes back. These 31 August prompts to make your social media marketing a walk in the park. They used to do one of these every month, and I haven't seen one since August, so I'm hoping that we get it back. But this is really great, especially if you're like, I just don't know what to post about right now, right? It's got ideas on what you can post. And last but certainly not least, on ideas of things to post, we looked at our websites yesterday, right? I love using our websites for stuff. And I'm just going to hark back to my summer design because it's just too cute for me to not use it. Go to your own website and check out what you can do. I won't use it. I'll use recently reduced because we are seeing some price reductions. Check this out. Search for whatever city, zip code, whatever you're looking for. I'm going to use Winston-Salem as an example. Okay, that's all the listings in Winston-Salem right now that are live. But I can come over here to the More button, scroll all the way to the bottom. I can turn on price reduced in the last 7 days. Now that's all the listings in Winston-Salem, North Carolina with the price reduced in the last 7 days, right? I can take this link and copy it. I can go into social and click create campaign and social post. I know that somewhere in here, it might take me a minute to find it, but I can browse my designs. And I have a design that says, what did it say? What did I call it? Price improved homes. Boom. I don't know what city this actually says, because obviously I try to be sharing is caring with all my different areas and make posts that look different for each area. So I'm not sure which actual city this one says. It might say Chapel Hill, but we'll see which one it is once it loads. There. Oh, it was Winston-Salem. Thank you. Okay, good. So price improved homes in Winston-Salem. That's my image. Guess what? Check out these price improved homes in Winston-Salem, NC. Monica can't type, not unusual. Boop. Link to the website. Maybe grab an emoji. Right? There's your post. Drives them to your website to go look at price improved homes in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. If they go on your website and you have it set, like we talked about yesterday, that they can only look at 2 properties. Okay. And they're like, ooh, look at that. That's cute. And they click. And they're like, okay, cool, cool, cool. That actually looks like a house I sold at one point. And they try to like it, it's going to drive them to sign up. If they try to look at a second one, it'll let them. And then if they try to look at a third one, it's going to force whatever you have your website set at, it's going to force the registration. So then if they register so that they can continue looking at the price improved homes in Winston-Salem, they're going to come into your command as a lead. It's going to capture their contact information that they fill in here. And you're going to have a new contact, and it's going to say, you just got a new lead from your website. And then you can start a conversation with that person and hopefully turn them into a now client or maybe a future client. There's no bad leads. There's just now leads and later leads. But you got to stay in touch with all of them nonetheless. How do you make a business page on Facebook? You just go to Facebook. They're always changing Facebook, so I'm not exactly sure where the button is today because they always change it. Hold on, let me look. Haven't made one in a while. Bear with me. So we're going to click this button that says menu. And then over here it says create, and you just pick page. And then you walk through creating it, give it a name. Your broker in charge would appreciate it if you put the name of your firm in the name of your Facebook page. Monica Perry at KW Elite, right? Whatever you want to call it, just put the name of your brokerage in there. And just follow along the prompts, create a picture. Where's the menu? If you're here in Facebook, can you see my screen? Menu, create page. Maybe basic, but how do people know about our website? Because you tell them about it, right? That's our job, is to communicate with people. Post your website on Facebook, text it to your friends, share it in an email, put it in your email signature, put it on your business card, hand out your business cards, hand them out at the mall, hand them out at a restaurant, give them to the waitress, give them to the person in the McDonald's drive-thru that hands you your food, right? We are a walking billboard. That is our job. Lead generation. Nobody told you that when you got your real estate license. Congratulations. You're a lead generator. That's your job. It's your number one job. Can't do the rest of your job without lead generation. Right?
Yes,
Oh, love her.
Okay, Monica, I got lost again. So I was trying to post
Okay.
in the campaign, the social post.
Uh-huh.
I went to I don't know how to get my picture up there. So it was just a picture that I made with the designs.
What do you mean you don't know how to get your picture up there?
I mean, like the picture that I've already made. So with the campaigns, how do I go back to the picture that I just designed?
You just click this little button right here that says add media. You see it?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then you can add it from your computer or browse your designs. Great questions. Anybody else feeling good? I know it's a lot to take in. Don't worry. You can ask questions later. You can watch a video back later. And don't forget, guys, my most favorite thing, I love answering y'all's questions. And if I'm teaching, like I'm sure I have several text messages of questions right now, which I will get to as soon as I finish teaching. But don't discount answers.kw.com. I have it linked everywhere as a resource for you because it's your command Google, right? Answers.kw.com, social post. Create a neighborhood video. We just looked at that. Track and manage your social post. Create and schedule a post. Let's open this up. Updated 1 month ago because that's when we got Instagram posting, right? They keep it up to date. Shows you exactly how to create it, just like I just showed you, but instant resource. And they've got like everything in here, right? All the same things that I'm just showing you how to do, but it's right here for you. Okay. The other cool thing on answers.kw.com, you can sign in. You have to create an account and say I'm an agent, and it'll pick up that you're a KW agent. Sherry, not you yet, because you got to wait till it's done. But you get the point. Once you're in the ecosystem, it'll pick up that you're an agent. I already have a login though. And what I really love about it is if you're super interested in campaigns, it's something you're going to use as your part of your business model. I'm here in the campaigns section, the whole section. I can come up here and follow it. Every time a new article gets posted in campaigns, which means we got something new, we got a new design, we got a new way to post, whatever it may be, it's going to shoot me an email that says a new update just hit campaigns, and I will be the first to know about it, right? Which is pretty sweet. So it's got tons of stuff in here. So get in here, play around. If you post something, I mean, watch, y'all. If I go in here and I publish this right now, and I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to post that. Oh, I don't like the way it looks. That's okay. Look, you just go back to your Facebook page. Refresh. And you can go, ooh, I don't like the picture, whatever it is. Just delete it. Not hurting anything. You can go in here and try it, right? Go in here and check it out. You have to switch yourself to be in your page. Facebook, always updating stuff. Sorry, let me switch myself into being my business page. There I am. Okay. But you get, I mean, there you go. You can just go in there and take it down. Okay. Once you're interacting as your page, you can. I was like, why can't I delete the post? There we go. So don't stress about it. Same thing. You can take it down off Instagram. Okay. Not going to break anything. Get in there and explore when you're ready, right? When you're ready, get in there and explore what you want to check out. Okay. So we have 13 minutes left. I'm going to skip over direct mail. I'm going to go to emails because, again, free. Okay. You get 5,000 command emails per month for free. If you decide you want more than that, because you have a lot of people in your database and you do a lot of emails, then you can upgrade that for money, right? Everything in real estate costs money, but 5,000 is enough for me. That's comprised of smart plan emails. I showed you guys the client update emails that can get sent out from Opportunity. That would count towards this. And these email campaigns that you can do here. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. Okay. So I can come up here. This is my emails, right? Mine are tests, but you can see like this one for tax day. It went out to 10 people. One person opened it and one person clicked it. Brittany, did you ask me a question, honey?
No, I was going to tell you that it worked. When you told me to type in the text, the hashtags and
The
the text,
hashtags
it
worked.
does work. Yeah.
Great. Fantastic. I thought it would, but I didn't want to promise because I just don't post it. I post to Instagram some, but not much. But you can see like who it went to and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to leave this up for too long because then YouTube's going to take my video down. But you can see who it went to, who opened it, who clicked on it. If somebody unsubscribed, who was it? You can see all the bells and whistles there. Okay. YouTube, please don't take my video down. Seriously. I keep getting emails that says YouTube removed your video. But to create the campaign, you do the same thing. You click the create campaign button, you choose email. What is the name? I don't know. Happy Halloween. Okay. And I'm doing brand awareness and I'm using my command mail. If you're a lover of MailChimp and you used it before, you can connect your MailChimp account to command and you can use it in command if you want, but you don't have to. Okay. You're going to click create campaign. And we are going to need to create an email list if you don't have one yet. So this is why tags are so important in our contacts. So I don't want to look through 1,500 contacts. Thank you. I would rather just go to my tags and say that I'm looking for the people. I'm just going to use something. My tags are a little bit different than y'all's because I'm on the leadership team. So I'm going to use the tag admin. So maybe I want to make an email list of everybody I know in KW that's an admin, right? Then I can, since I search by the tags, I can select all of them and say admins. Obviously, yours could be past buyers, potential buyers, neighbors, soccer moms, baseball parents, whatever your list is going to be. And I click confirm, then I now have a list to send my email to, right? That's why tags are so great. But I actually don't want to send it to the admin, so I'm gonna hit cancel. And I'm gonna send it to my Dakota test. YouTube, this is a dog's email address. Please do not take this video down. It's just a dog. Okay, he's not just a dog, he's my baby. But I just want to be able to show you how the email works. So then I enter a subject, happy Halloween. I like using emojis. So I right click and I choose emoji and then I search for my pumpkin and I search for my ghost. And now they're there in my subject line. And then I click select design. And then I pick my Halloween email that I made in designs earlier. That's why I showed you guys, you make the design, then you take the design and you use it in different spots. So there's my little Halloween email. I've got it going to my email list, which is fake, YouTube. I click save, I click the X, I click confirm the save. It brings me back. I get to preview my email on the right-hand side of my screen, what it's going to look like. On the left-hand side of my screen, I see the campaign name. If they reply to the email, where's it going to come? To the email I have specified. Here's my list that's going to. Here's who it's coming from. Here's the subject. Here's the preview. Send. send. Now it's been sent. It could have been to 200 people, right? However many. It says it's processing and off it will go. And then it will hit the inbox of the people who were the recipients. And once they start opening it, you'll be able to see who opened it, who clicked on it, if there was a link in it, who clicked the link. You could send any kind of email. I was just using Happy Halloween because obviously Halloween is Monday. So I was just showing you guys what you could use it for. You can also use these design emails in Smart Plans. So Smart Plans, the drip campaigns, it has the capability to email. You can also use design emails there that you make in designs. Okay. So I wanted to show you the two things that are free. Social posts, emails. If it's free, it's for me. That should be your mantra. Talking to people is free. Picking up your phone and calling your friends is free. Well, I mean, you have to pay your phone bill, but we have to do that anyway because we're all addicted to our phones. Do start off with the things that don't cost you any money. Okay. All right. So since we have a couple of minutes, I'm going to leave it up to you. Do you guys want me to show you quickly how you can make a postcard? Do you want me to show you what paid ads kind of look like? I don't have time to deep dive. Or do you want to just ask me questions? Or do you want 5 minutes of your life back? Put it in the chat. Paid ad, postcard, questions, 5 minutes of my life back. Top vote wins. Pretty's winning right now with paid ads. Going once, going twice. Paid ads it is. Okay, so you can do paid ads in Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay, the most important part of doing a paid ad is having a follow-up plan in place before you run the ad. Because if you don't, you're throwing your money in the garbage. Okay, internet leads are just that. They're internet leads. And if you don't follow up with them very consistently, it's not going to matter if you spent $10 or $50 to run this ad. You ain't going to get nothing out of it. You got to follow up with these leads. Speed to lead. Okay. So there are smart plans, tons of them. We looked at smart plans on Monday. The video was up. Go into smart plans, go to the library, search for Facebook, find the smart plan for Facebook ads that you like for your business and download it. Make sure that you read it. Make sure that you look through it and see if it needs any edits and get that in place before you ever even think about running this Facebook ad. Because I promise you, if you see the lead come in and you call them one time and they don't answer and you leave them a voicemail and then you never call them back, you're never going to get anything out of it, right? The last step of my Facebook follow-up smart plan is to drop them into a bi-weekly neighborhood nurture smart plan. So even if they never answered me in the 30 days of follow-up that I have set up for them, after that 30 days is over, they're going to get an email from me every 2 weeks, forever and ever, unless they hit unsubscribe. Because again, there's right now leads, right? You might get one out of every 50 leads that say, actually, I do want to buy that house. Actually, I do want to go see it. Actually, I am looking to sell my house. Okay, 1 out of 50. But the other 49, they're not bad leads. Maybe they have bad credit. Maybe they were clicking on your post because their kids thinking about moving back from college in Colorado to North Carolina, but they're not doing it yet. If you stop talking to them, they're never going to have the opportunity to ask you to help them when the time is right for them to get help. If you stop talking to them, they're going to go online and find the first agent that pops up, right? So there's nothing more important, and I spent 2 minutes saying it, than having follow-up in place. And I spent 2 minutes saying it because the actual implementation is really easy. Create campaign, social ad paid. What's my campaign goal? If I'm running it on a specific listing, it's the listing address, right? That gets the most leads. Specific listings get the most leads. I teach an entire class on Facebook ad ideas. Remember how we looked up recently reduced price homes in Winston-Salem? That's an ad. the same way I did it as a social post, you could do the exact same thing, but make it a paid ad. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Since most of us probably don't have a listing yet, we'll just do recently reduced Winston-Salem, North Carolina houses. What am I doing? I am trying to attract buyers. Where do I want to run my ad? Just Facebook, just Instagram, just Twitter, all three, two of them, whichever one is what's speaking to you, you can choose. I'm going to just do Facebook. Okay. So there it is. I'm not doing a specific listing. I'm doing a list of listings. Check out. Internet, please catch up with me. Recently reduced homes in Winston, Salem, NC. Headline. Price drop. Emoji. Eyes. Inner description. Check out these recently reduced homes. You get the point. I'm not going to keep typing because it's being slow. Check out these recently reduced homes. And the cool thing I love about our websites is that when it shows the recently reduced homes, it actually shows how much it was reduced. So these sneaky cats that go in there and reduce it by $100 to make it go up in search engine results, you can see it. It tells you how much the reduction was. I love that. I usually write that in here. But the whole point of Facebook ads is short, sweet, and simple. You don't want anything right here making them have to click read more in order to get down to it, because they'll just dismiss it. Media, configure, same thing that we already used. We're just going to get that design library. I think it said price, if I'm not mistaken, price improved homes. Done. It's the exact same thing that we just made for free, for the free social post that we're using for this. Facebook ad settings, which if you have multiple business pages, you would need to pick because you can only do the paid ad to one. You always want to use the Facebook lead generation form. If you use site or landing page, it doesn't work very well. Please use the Facebook lead generation form. That's why it says recommended in the parentheses. Okay. The button says learn more. So what do you want them to be able to do? You want them to be able to learn more. You promised them price improved homes in Winston-Salem. You went to your website and got the link. You paste the link. When they click on it, it's going to take them to see price improved homes in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Give what you promised, right? So if they click on learn more because you use the Facebook lead generation form, pretty much before they even realize it, it's captured their data and dropped them into your command, right? Some people catch it and you might get one that says, you know, something not very nice as their name. Who cares? Next. That's what real estate's all about. Number next. Move on to the next lead. Okay. You can choose to target a specific city, or if it's for a specific listing, maybe like a McMansion here in North Carolina. I like to run those up in New York because people there get blown away that they can buy something that big here. And they might move down here. So I might run the ad in New York. This time I'm just running it in Winston, 20-mile radius. Sounds great. Lead settings. I want to tag them. Facebook ad. Then it could be, you know, WSNC reduced or whatever I want it to be. I can create a tag for it right there, and I make all my Facebook tags purple. So that way I know where that person came from if they come into my database. And I can go ahead and put them on my Facebook follow-up smart plan. Right? So whichever one it is, I think I actually have it, FB. There, recently reduced Facebook ad. There's my smart plan. So now if they click on it, it's going to capture their information and put them in command. My smart plan is set to 1, send them an email immediately. 2, task me to call them immediately. If the lead comes in at 11:30 at night, I'm not calling, but they got the email. If the lead comes in the morning, I'm calling them and they got an email. But either way, they got an immediate touch. Speed to lead, right? So put the SMART plan in place first. Choose your duration and budget. They recommend $1 per day per channel. Just getting started, run it for 10 days for $10. Spend $1 a day. Oops, went too low. Save. Check, 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 check. Publish. Enter your credit card. Off it goes. Takes up to 24 hours for it to get approved by Facebook. It doesn't usually take that long, but that's what we're supposed to tell you that it takes. It's usually a little bit faster than that though. And it's done. So again, it doesn't take long to do it. It took me 6 minutes to actually do it and I was talking. So it would have taken me less if I wasn't. But the most important part is to have your follow-up in place already. Okay. Good deal. Awesome. Once I create a Facebook page, where is the URL to upload it on command? You shouldn't have to use a URL, Stephanie. You should just be able to go to your settings and click, it would say connect. I mean, I've already got mine connected, but it would say connect. It would pick it up and it would show you your business page and you hit the little check box and then you hit confirm and it connects it to command. She found it. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys liked today. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love the marketing aspect and all the fun stuff that we can do in here to make our businesses thrive. Remember, when you're getting started in real estate, you're everything, right? You're the administrative assistant, you're the marketing team, you're the agent, you're all the things, you're the runner, right? And then you get as many deals as you can handle by yourself, and then you start leveraging. Follow the model. Follow the model. Don't go off the model. The only thing it's okay to do off the model is get like per transaction coordinators to help you with paperwork if you suck at paperwork, which some people do, right? If paperwork's not your forte, if you get too many, you can pay like a per transaction coordinator, but don't go hiring an admin yet, right? You don't do that until you can't handle anymore. Okay? Have fun, get in here, dig around. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at everything else. We're going to look at tasks. We're going to look at reports. We're going to look at referrals. We're going to look at the listings applet. We're going to explore in settings a little bit more, explore in the app a little bit more. It's more of an open day for questions. Unless you guys are just full of questions, it's not going to take the whole 2 hours tomorrow. Unless you guys want it to, because I have it time blocked off for us to have 2 hours together. But it'll just be a lighter day where we're just kind of going through the rest of the stuff. Any questions before we end out? Cool deal, friends. Well, I will get this video put up. I hope, oh, nope, okay. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. And I'm here for you if you need me. Shoot me a text. I'm always happy to help.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. See you later.